Welcome to my replay viewers. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, checking out my broadcast. Sorry I missed you live. I'm so glad you guys took some time to check it out. What's up to all my live people that are joining me this morning. I appreciate y'all coming in. I decided to do things a little bit differently today because as I woke up and was getting around this morning, I had a plan and I realized that, you know what, it's a spectacularly gorgeous morning out and it might just be nice to go for a walk. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. We're just gonna go for a walk around my neighborhood. I do got a message for you this morning. And this morning I wanna talk about new beginnings because one of the things I love most in my life is I love sunrises. I love the fact that when you get up in the morning, every day is a new day. There's new opportunity. There's new people to connect with. There's no things to get done. There's a whole new level of options that we have today. So I want to talk today about new beginnings, and I want to talk about the fact that this unique season that we find ourselves in may just be a new beginning for you in an area of your life. So how many do I have? I have 6 different areas I want to talk about that might be a new beginning for you today. So that's going to be our topic of conversation for today. If you guys know anybody that you think might want to come into this broadcast, I'd love for you to hit that share button. Get it out to your people. Let's get it out to the people that need it. If anybody's brand new, if you have never seen me before, if you have no idea who I am, first of all, welcome. I would love to welcome you, greet you into the broadcast. If you want to give me a hashtag first time, whether you're live or whether you're on the replay, I would love to know that you are here. And my crew would love to make you feel welcome. So let me know if it's the first time by giving me a hashtag first time. And then listen, guys, I love all you guys that are on the replay. I appreciate you. I know your time is valuable and you have options to spend your time. So I'm going to challenge you to give me a hashtag replay. If you're watching this on the replay, I also want you to know that you can comment and interact with this broadcast. I'd love for you to do that because I do see those comments and I do respond to those as well. All right. So I'd love to know that you were here. Real quick about me before we dive into our content, guys. My name is Justin Kappen. JustinKappenPro.com is my website. I'm a startup business mentor and a branding strategist that specializes in helping startup entrepreneurs turn your passion, your gifting, your idea into a profitable and sustainable brand that rises up in this challenging digital marketplace to draw in the 21st century consumers that want and need what you have to offer. Guys, I broadcast live every single weekday morning from Tuesday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hooking you guys up with business building tips, hacks, and principles. Anything I can give it up to grow your business, expand your ministry, bring your vision to life, and grow that brand of yours online in this digital marketplace. So there's a reason why I've stopped here. I'm walking around my neighborhood, and there's a reason why I stopped here. I'm going to see if I can flip my screen here. Can I flip my screen? Let me flip my screen. How do I flip this thing? Maybe I can't. Maybe I'm just going to do this. So, what is this? Y'all see that? That's a roundabout. How many of y'all got roundabouts where you live? Put that in the chat stream. You got roundabouts where you live? You know, I've told a story before. One of the first times I ever had an experience with a roundabout was in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. In Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, my parents and my grandparents, we go to Hilton Head usually every spring for spring break vacation. And the first time I had an experience with a roundabout was with my Grandpa Miller. And we would go to Hilton Head and we would go into this roundabout. See, there's a car going into it right now. We would go into this roundabout and I always found it so funny because my Grandpa Miller would go into this circle, and once he would get into it, he would not know how to get out of it. And so he would just go circle and circle, and it was like 3 lanes wide. It was a little crazy. But he could not figure out how to get out of that circle. And it just goes circle, circle, circle. And that's where a lot of people are right now. I think about this morning. I think about this roundabout this morning. That's where a lot of people are right now in their life. They're going in circles. Same old circle, same old circle, same old circle. And I wonder at what point in time you need to find an exit and start taking your life in a new direction. Now, the interesting thing about this roundabout, and this is why I say, I wonder if there's some new beginnings that you have in your life right now. I want to talk about what direction you need to go. Because right now I think a lot of people are going in circles, and I wonder which direction you need to go today. So I'm going to give you 6 different areas that I think we have the opportunity to shift our life into right now. and create some new beginnings. All right. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is your health. I think this whole situation, this whole pandemic may be an awakening for some people with your health. Y'all agree with that? Because while it obviously is a health pandemic, we got issues with this virus running around, right? But the thing is, I think this virus, and for a lot of people, I think this whole situation is bringing to life some areas in your life that you probably need to change. You may need to make an adjustment, make a shift in the way you're living your life, and how much exercise you are or are not getting, the type of foods that you are consuming, right? I think this could be a tremendous opportunity for you to reset the way you are living your life and realizing that you are not unstoppable. You are not unbreakable. Life is fragile, right? I don't know, for me, when I think about this pandemic and I think about the situation, I think about, man, how fragile is life? Like, how big is this world? And one little amoeba in the world can create such havoc in our economies and in our lives and in our bodies. And it's like, it just makes you realize how small we really are, doesn't it? So I wonder, with your health, is this an opportunity for you to reshift and create a new beginning in your health and start today making some changes and making some new decisions? The second thing I want to talk about is your finances. This situation has obviously wreaked some havoc on pretty much everybody's finances. I think probably everybody in this room is being affected by this in some way, and the financial impact of it is significant. So one of the things that I started doing right away as we got into this is I started trimming the fat, and I started looking at one of the best ways to make more money is to spend less money. So what can I do to trim my expenses? And so this is something that I would challenge you with, and I already challenged my inner circle with this, is I challenge you to look at your fixed expenses and your variable expenses. Your fixed expenses are non-negotiables, things like your mortgage payment or your rent payment, your car payment, your insurance payments, your utilities, the things that you have to pay. From a business perspective, maybe your website fees, and maybe the specific types of technology that you use that you have to have, might be contractual agreements, whatever that is, whatever your fixed expenses are. But variable things are things that you are currently paying for that are not an absolute necessity. And I wonder if you could go through your finances. This might be a great time to do it because a lot of us have an excess amount of time right now. I wonder if this might be a good time for you to create a new beginning with your finances and realize, you know what? I'm not set up to handle an emergency like this. I don't have a savings account built up to cover me for a couple months of expenses if I find myself in a situation like this. I think this entire issue caught a lot of people off guard. And I think a lot of people are realizing that they are not set up to handle a challenging situation like this. And a lot of people are in some real dire need because they weren't prepared for it. So I wonder if today this might be a new beginning for you and your finances, and you use this situation as a learning experience to create some new systems, to streamline some stuff, to start being way more disciplined, stop spending less, saving more. Maybe you need to get into investing into some alternate opportunities, whatever that is for you. But I challenge you to think about is this situation going to lead to some new beginnings in your finances? The third thing I got for you, is this a new beginning for your family? People are stuck home right now together, right? I saw on Facebook a couple days ago, somebody was posting about it was an announcement from a police department, and it was saying how much domestic abuse issues have risen since this lockdown happened and families started having to stay in home together. And I'm like, man, people don't know how to get along, man. But I'm like, you know what this does? You know what it is? This is pent up issues, unaddressed problems that have been swept under the rug for a long period of time. And now they're being forced to have to deal with them. And so I wonder, this is what I wonder. I wonder with you, I wonder with us, Are there family members you need to reconnect with? Are there phone calls that need to be have? Are there conversations that need to be had? Are there situations that need to be clarified? And I'm going to tie, my number 4 was your marriage. I'm going to tie your marriage right into this, because husbands and wives are being locked in a house together and spending more time, or they have more time available now than they've had in a long time. And I wonder if this might be an awesome opportunity for you to completely reconnect with your spouse. Maybe it's time to reconnect with your kids. Like, for real. I think this is such a tremendous opportunity, y'all. I think there's so many ways that God can use this for your good. The Bible says that God works all things together for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. And I think there's so much good that can come out of this situation. I think the Lord can do so many amazing things in your family, with your children. Wow, I have a whole bunch of deer running through here. Oh, I don't think you're going to be able to see them. So I'm out in the woods right now, walking on our trail, and right back there, I don't know where they went. There's probably 5 or 6 deer just went running with their little tails up. Pretty awesome. I don't think I'm going to be able to go this week because it's a little muddy. We don't want to do muddy, so we're going to go back up the hill. Did y'all hear what I'm saying about your kids, man? Your loved ones. You know what? I think there's some people that have had a surface relationship with their loved ones forever, for like a long time. And there's some stuff that has to be dealt with. And now you can't see each other, right? Maybe they're a mile away, but you can't go over there. Maybe they're in a home. Maybe your elderly parents are in a old folks home, and you can't go over there. You can pick up the phone. I wonder if somebody needs to pick up the phone today and have a conversation with somebody. I wonder if somebody needs to have a conversation with one of their kids today about something that they did. Not something the kid did, something you did. Maybe you hurt them. Maybe you know that you were a little too harsh on them. Maybe you know that you haven't committed the time and energy to them that you should have. I wonder if you need to have some quality time with that kid today. I wonder if you need to have some quality time with your wife or your husband today. You haven't had it in a while. I wonder if this is a new beginning for your marriage. I wonder if this is a new beginning for your family. The other one I'm going to give you, I got 2 left for you this morning, is I wonder if this is a new beginning for your business. I think about business. One of the things that's super important about running a business is being cognizant and aware of change. Change is good. Everybody put that in the chat stream for me, will you? Change is good. If you're running a business that never changes, always stays the same, it never innovates, it never refreshes, it never comes out with anything new, it becomes forgettable. It becomes average. It becomes stagnant. Change is good. One of the first things that I was thinking about when this all started coming down last week, and I started realizing that this was going to completely change the landscape of the market, and it was going to completely change the landscape of my business. One of the first things that I was thinking about was, how do I show my audience and the people that follow me, people that trust me, the people that have invested in me, how do I show these people that I'm going to adapt? And then I'm not going to just stick my feet in the mud and sit here and try to do the same old, hoping it's still gonna work despite the change in the world. That's the worst thing you can do right now. You hear me, y'all? It's the worst thing you can do is stay the same right now. You've got to change. You've got to adapt. You got to do something different. You've got to find a way to shift into this new normal, because this is a new normal. I shared this with you yesterday, and I'm gonna share it again. This is not gonna go away anytime soon. The world is not gonna go back to normal. It's just gonna move forward from this. Y'all agree with that? It's gonna move forward from this. We're gonna learn from it. But nothing's going to go back to the way it was. It's going to change. Change has to happen. So with your business, if you haven't been thinking about this yet, I challenge you to think about this now. You have got to figure out how you are going to change, how you are going to shift, how you're going to adapt to this new normal, because people are looking for that. People are looking for you to rise up. The audience and the people that trust you and follow you and listen to you are looking for you to show them something they've never seen before. Teach them something they've never heard before. Give them something new to think about, to challenge them, to inspire them, to motivate them, whatever that is. The last one I'm going to give you this morning is this a new beginning for your products, your services, your options? I've had several conversations with a lot of my clients over the past few days, and one of the things we're spending a lot of time on is, what do I create now? What do I work on now? Is this the time to get your book written? Because some of y'all have an idea, you have a book idea in your mind, but you haven't taken the step to do it. Some of you guys have an academy you've been wanting to create, or a course you want to build. Some of you guys have been wanting to create a signature program. Some of you guys have been wanting to get a website launched. Some of you guys have an idea for a series of mini courses. Some of you guys have been wanting to launch a community. But on the tail of change, you got to recognize that there's a whole audience of people out there right now that need help. There's a whole new level of challenges, frustrations, issues, problems that people have right now that they will look for help for. And there's people that are going to look for help right now, and there's people that are going to look for help in a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now. What can you create now that people are going to need in July? What can you create now that people are going to need for Mother's Day or Father's Day? What can you create now that you might be able to launch this summer because people are going to need it this summer? I challenge you to really, really seek the Lord and really, really listen for his guidance and his leading, to think about, what is my next? What's the opportunity that you're going to create for me around this? Again, the Lord works all things together for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. So despite the challenge, despite the difficulty, despite the frustration, despite the unforeseen circumstances, the terror, the fear, the panic, despite all that, there's a new beginning every morning. It's a brand new morning today. There's so much that you can do with today. I challenge you to think about what that is for you, all right? Because I appreciate you. Obviously, I don't have a summary of points to put up on the chat stream or put up on the screen, but I'm going to recap these. So I challenge you, is this a new beginning for your health? Is this a new beginning for your finances? Is this a new beginning for your family or your marriage? Is this a new beginning for your product? Or I'm sorry, your business. Lastly was your product, all right? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I know however long I've been on here, I think about 20 minutes. 20 minutes of your time is so valuable. So I appreciate your time this morning, guys. Y'all are amazing. I would say good morning and hello to all of you, but I just can't see your faces. So I'll let you know I appreciate you. I know your time is valuable. I know I have options for where you spend your time, all right? Be intentional with that time that you have today. Be intentional with those gifts that you have, those ideas that you have. Get after your day, and I appreciate you. Holler at me if you need me. I mentioned yesterday, y'all, listen, I mentioned yesterday that I'm hooking people up with free strategy calls right now, simply because I want to be a blessing. All right, normally I charge $200 an hour for strategy calls. I'm hooking people up with free strategy calls right now. If you are in a position where you're trying to create a shift, you're trying to figure some stuff out, and you need my help, reach out to me. You can get a hold of me by email, by my website, by Facebook. A little bit of effort will get you in touch with me. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you all the ways, because you can do it. It's up to you. If you need my help, reach out to me, Justin. Man, I'm ready to make a change. I'm ready for a new beginning in my life. Reach out to me. Let me know what you need, and it'll be my pleasure to chat with you, help you get yourself rolling in the right direction. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Have a spectacular day. I'll see you on the web. All right, take care, and God bless.